good morning. Thursday morning, December something. I can't remember the date to save my life. We are headed down to Toronto. We loaded up in Thunder Bay yesterday in the morning. Drove all the way down to Burwash last night where the scale is. Slept at the scale. We got there around 11 and started going. I started my logbook at 7 o'clock this morning. I got my mandatory 8 hours off and a little workout today because I'm going to be home, so I'll be able to recap those 2 hours that I didn't take off, because you're usually supposed to do 10 hours, but you can do 8 as long as you have 2 off the following day. So yeah, so anyways, we got a Chevy Silverado, a BMW, and a smashed up Toyota Sienna on the trailer right now. So we have 3 drops to do, one in Brampton, one in Mississauga, one somewhere else. And then we're reloading 2 20-foot sea cans going back to Thunder Bay. We also got some tow lights for one of our guys in Perry Sound there. So we're gonna drop those off to him. He's bringing me coffee, what a nice guy. He's actually a real prick. I'm just saying that because I know he's watching this video. So, you're welcome, Nick. It is 8:05 in the morning. We have 288 kilometers to go until we get to our first drop in Brampton. Right now, we're never gonna get there because we're stuck behind the truck that's doing 20 under the speed limit. But yeah, no, yesterday we made really good time. I was hoping to sleep at one of our shops in Brit, but I wanted to fuel up in Nairn because I still don't know this truck well enough to say I could have made it down to Wabashing today, because I had half tank of fuel. And I put in 400 and something liters. So I mean, the gauge was pretty accurate, but you know, you can't always rely on the gauges, right? So I'm trying to kind of learn how much mileage I do, how much fuel I burn. That's what I used to do with my old truck. I knew I could get about 1,800 kilometers on 2 full tanks. I'm gonna try and get to the same situation with this truck, but this truck is not super great on fuel. Like I said, it has a C13 in it, so it's very underpowered. I average about 4.5 miles a gallon, not even loaded. It's still a cat. I'll take it over a Cummins any day. It's been a busy week. After I got back from Lac des Îles the other day, I parked it. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but then my boss was around the yard, so he told me, he said, "You gonna be parked here tonight?" I said, "Yeah, probably." It was great. We got a trailer full of cheese we got to swap. So at 10 o'clock at night, me and 3 other guys swapped out, or we did a switch of trailers, like one trailer to the other, because the trailer that they used to go do the recovery of the wreck was only a tandem axle, and it was 55,000 pounds of cheese. So we needed a tri-axle, but our tri-axles are all in Duberville. We have 55,000 pounds of cheese. Oh, what a blast that was. So yeah, I'm hoping for good weather today. That would be a really good thing. I've been fairly unlucky with this stretch of highway, but I'll take being unlucky with this stretch of highway over being unlucky with Highway 17, because this highway is mostly flat, so it makes it a lot easier to drive in snow compared to the mountains. I'll take it. here, had our first drop. I took my straps off of the car, and now I'm waiting because there is no freaking way for me to back in here. The driveway's as wide as my trailer. The road is super busy, and yeah, it's not a thing. It's not happening. I tried twice, and I ended up almost swamping my steers. I had to almost basically go in the ditch, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm waiting for someone to show up so they can pull the car off of my trailer, and they said 20 minutes ago. We'll see what happens. This is the stuff that annoys me. When you call someone to deliver something, you know, you should be ready for it to arrive when they say it's going to arrive. This was not the case today. I'm a little bit frustrated because it's 12:30 in the afternoon, and where I got to reload closes at 4:30 in the afternoon, so I have 4 hours to go do 2 other drops. One's at one end of the city, and then I got to go to the other end of the city, and then I got to go back to the other end of the city. I'm not really worried about not making it home because I have the hours for it. At least the other 2 vehicles that I have on the truck run. This one does not. It is completely smashed up. Sometimes trucking messes with your sanity a little bit. Makes you wonder, you know. I don't get paid here to sit here. I mean, I do, but I don't like to get paid to sit here to wait on you when I can be doing other stuff. Like, all my paperwork is done for the other 2 drops too. So like, there's nothing I can do except for wait right now. We just did our last delivery. What the heck is happening here? The right lane's closing. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Oh my goodness, is it ever rough here? Okay, where was I? We just did our last delivery. It's 3:20 in the afternoon. We have 26 kilometers until we get to our reload. It is very tight in here. Holy Jesus. Beautiful. I I even stopped to let me use the space I had to with my trailer. Yeah, so it's 3:20. We're going to reload 2 containers. They close at 4:45, and we have 26 kilometers until we get there. So in theory, we should make it in time. My GPS is bringing me up the 400, down the 401 to the 427. So exactly the way I took last time I went down there. So it should only take, yeah, I don't know, 40 minutes. So we should be there around 4. What's Google saying? 3:46 is our arrival time, so it's saying 25 minutes. I'm saying it'll take longer because the 401 sucks at this time of day. Both lights here are red. Oh, look at that, I just had to say that. It just seems like they were red for a very long time. So yeah, overall, we're making not very great time. Had I not sat for an hour this morning waiting to get unloaded, well, we'd be reloading at this very moment. But what can you do? I'm just hugging the yellow line here because there is no space. No space at all. They really don't think of trucks when they make construction zones, do they? Like, look at this. Ever freaking narrow. Is my trailer gonna clip it? Oh, just as they didn't. Looked like I had about like a couple inches there. That was crazy. I don't mind coming down here. It's just because it's, you know, I've only had my license to drive this truck for about a month. So I really don't have a lot of experience driving truck and trailer. Well, with the 53 foot anyways. So it really is challenging for me, like in some cases, like these ones here where the roads are really tight and the corners are tight and there's traffic, because I don't want to hit anything. But so far so good. It looks like they're lighting it. Toronto is like, I have these debates with friends of mine about Ontario and how Toronto is Ontario, but the rest of Ontario does not matter. Like, the 400's getting widened all the way down to Barrie. It's going to be up to 4 lanes per side, so it's going to be an 8-lane highway. Meanwhile, our roads in Sudbury are falling apart. Like, I don't know, to me it's just like, I know Toronto is the city in Canada, or in Ontario really, but it's just frustrating that the northern communities just get laughed at, right? Like, I've lived in Sudbury for 5 years. If we've had one major road construction, and it was the Maley extension, and that was essentially just to get the trucks off the major arteries. So, you know, like, being from up there and seeing all the work that that is done down here for these people, meanwhile up north, you know, we're falling apart. It's just, yeah, it's frustrating. I decided to do my outro here. We are just pulling into Sudbury. I still got about 40 kilometers to go. It is 10 to 10 at night, so we are well within our 16-hour day. Fully legal here. It's kind of nice to be able to use my entire logbook day versus, you know, what I used to have to do. Yeah, I am tired. I wanted to edit a vlog tonight, but I think when I get home I'm just going to end up ordering a pizza, eating that pizza, and calling her a night. Because I get the whole bed to myself tonight. I know my girlfriend's watching this, so I love you, but no dog. No girlfriend taking up the whole bed. Should be a good night's sleep tonight. It's not actually that bad. It's not even her that takes up all the space. It's the frickin' dog. Like, she is not a big woman. She's, you know, 5 feet tall and like not even 100 pounds. But the dog spreads. Squishes both of us. So we're actually looking into buying a new bed. I know you guys really can't see anything right now because it's stupidly dark. But I'm still gonna talk for a bit. But yeah, we're looking at buying a new bed there. We found one that we both like, where I didn't have to compromise and get the one she wants. But yeah, so we're gonna be looking into buying that during the new year. I'm just working on paying off some debts right now because I was off work for, you know, a month and a bit while I was in school to get my license. So that set me back a little bit there. I got one of the 2 credit cards paid off, but the other one has some other big purchases we made. We bought a new set of couches back in October, so I'm working on paying those off. I know people watching this are probably like, oh my god, you put couches on a credit card right now. It's yes, I know, but the thing is that it's a low interest credit card. So instead of paying, you know, 24% interest, I'm paying something like 7.99% interest, which is, you know, really good for a credit card. So I figured, screw it, let's just do that, rather than having to, you know, wait a year to save up that much money. Because the ones we have right now I've had for, you know, 3 years. I got them for free when I moved into Chelmsford with my own apartment. So they were free and they are falling apart. But yeah, that being said, that's enough rambling for today. I think I got some decent footage to make a good vlog, so we will call it a night here. And join me next week for some new videos. Thanks for watching. Remember, leave me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share the video if you want. You know, everything helps with the algorithm to get me more views, more subscribers, and help me grow the channel. Alright, we'll see you guys next week.